I returned from deployment, expecting quiet, not construction noise echoing across my land. A massive clubhouse stood where my trees once grew, confidently occupied by strangers. HOA banners fluttered proudly, claiming community ownership rights boldly without hesitation. Neighbors avoided eye contact, sensing trouble brewing the moment I stepped forward. I asked who approved building on my deeded parcel, calmly, professionally. Karen emerged smiling, announcing dues funded the project legally, she insisted. Suspense rose as she waved papers, citing emergency board authority loudly. I requested the survey plat deed and recorded easements immediately. She scoffed, claiming absentee owners forfeit practical control under HOA rules. I opened my folder, weathered from deployment, meticulous, complete, and final. Inside sat the title, unchanged, sole ownership, recorded clearly years ago. Survey maps aligned perfectly, cutting straight through their clubhouse foundation. Her smile froze, eyes scanning pages, searching for escape routes. Suspense thickened as board members whispered, realizing catastrophic error unfolding. I pointed to military deployment protections preventing seizure during active service. Karen argued loudly, insisting community benefit overrode individual ownership rights. I calmly explained trespass, construction fraud, and unlawful enrichment statutes. Phones appeared, neighbors recording as tensions snapped sharply. I called my attorney, already briefed, before I arrived home. Silence fell as speakerphone explained damages, remedies, and injunctions clearly. The clubhouse suddenly looked smaller, less confident, less permanent. Inspectors arrived, red tagging structures built without proper land authorization. Suspense peaked as stop-work orders were posted publicly. Karen threatened countersuits, fines, liens, anything she could imagine. My lawyer smiled, explaining rent-back settlements often favor landowners heavily. Negotiations stretched hours under fluorescent lights and legal pressure. They faced demolition costs, lawsuits, and criminal exposure simultaneously. Offered one option: lease the land long-term at premium rates. Karen balked until accountants calculated losses without agreement. Papers slid across the table, trembling hands signed quickly. The HOA agreed, lifetime rent indexed annually to market increases. Back rent included penalties, interest, and legal fees substantial. Suspense resolved as keys were returned to access formalized professionally. The clubhouse reopened, now legally sitting on leased private land. A plaque quietly changed wording, acknowledging private ownership respectfully. Residents learned the truth, murmurs replaced arrogance swiftly. Karen resigned days later, citing personal reasons unconvincingly. Audits followed, uncovering other overreaches, intimidation, and misuse. Refunds issued, apologies, drafted governance rewritten under supervision. My rent checks arrived monthly, predictable and significant. I reinvested funds, restoring my land surrounding the building. Trees replanted, shade returned, birds followed. The clubhouse patrons unknowingly paid me every visit. I watched sunsets where stress once lived peacefully. Neighbors apologized, embarrassed, grateful, lessons learned. HOA meetings turned quiet, procedural, and lawful afterward. Suspense no longer lived on my street. Deployment taught patience, preparation, and documentation saves futures. Ownership matters even when absent temporarily. Paper beats power when truth stands firm. The clubhouse became passive income for life. Karen's confidence dissolved under recorded deeds. Law favored clarity, not volume. I framed the lease beside my medals. Home felt earned again. The land rested, finally respected. No fences moved without surveys anymore. Residents ask permission now. The rent grows yearly. The lessons spread, neighboring communities took notes. Calm prevailed without confrontation. I mow grass where bulldozers almost rolled. The building stands reminder and revenue. Deployment ended, but vigilance remained. The HOA learned boundaries exist. I sleep well now. Checks clear monthly. Peace compounds like interest. Ownership endures. Patience wins. Paperwork matters. Confidence fades. Truth stays. Home stands.